just looking at this cool product.
This one's the one we were testing.
Oh, nice. Let me handle that.
We're ready to go in?
Almost.
Alrighty, welcome back, and again today we're going to try to unbox some new toys. Lately we have been unboxing some smaller video quads, but everybody are talking about the Inspire-1. So obviously Matt and I had to figure out what's going on with it and what is it like. I noticed it comes in a really cool kit, so we headed down to our local hobby shop. And so today what we're actually doing is videoing here at the local hobby shop at uav-rc.com, and that is Tony's shop. There you go. We can't see it at that distance. You've got to bring it up there. So Matt is the perfect prop master, as you know. And with us we have Tony, who is going to let us crack open one of his very expensive boxes of the Inspire-1. So Tony, what do you do for the neighborhood here?
For the neighborhood here, well, basically we supply parts for everyone. Custom kits such as the X-Hovers, the QAV 250s, the Blackouts, DJI, etc. Lately we've been working on our own version of the mini racing quads. We have 2 of them designed so far, and we've been testing them out. Pretty soon they'll be released.
But so your regular week, you're selling parts?
Selling parts, building kits for people, tuning quads. We do a lot of DJI, Phantom setups with Black Pearl monitors, GoPro.
So basically, the important thing here really is, this is where guys like me go. I want to look like I know what I'm doing, so I keep crashing stuff, and I bring the wreck into Tony. Yes. He laughs, and then he tells me how much it's going to cost to fix it. So right. Tony is your go-to guy if you want to fix your mini quad and you just ran it into a brick wall. You want to call Tony.
Or even like a full custom build.
Okay, yeah, we do all the builds, anywhere from the micro FPV series all the way up to the larger birds that carry DSLR, full DSLR frame cameras, such as the S800, 900, and the S1000 Plus.
Wow.
And here we have what's called the CX Pro, which is the replacement for the Phantom for the people that don't like the enclosed shell of the Phantom. Yeah, so this is cool. Like a 350 series size quadcopter made by X-Hover, and it is equipped with the NASA version 2 and the Zemuse H3 3D for the GoPro Hero 3. And it flies really well. Get about 15 minutes of flight time. We've done a couple of cool projects with this so far.
It's nice.
Been a
so
success.
Basically you can take a Phantom, take all the electronics off and put it into this.
You can, but with the Phantom you have the built-in power distribution board, their own circuitry. With this is a little bit more open. You're able to configure motor, ESC setup, and you can swap in and out parts. With the Phantom you're pretty much stuck to what they give you, or the T motor, like the V3 motor upgrade.
Oh, because the GPS is different too.
It's a little different, yeah. The compass is external versus the other one.
This is awesome. I really like this. Nice size.
It's a really good size.
It's a really good, very portable size.
This one also fits in the Phantom 2 case. So if you were to buy that Go Professional case, a travel case, you can fit it right in there.
So this pops right into that.
It'll pop right in there.
And this is G10?
That's a G10
Super
material.
Strong then.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, we do retail these, and X-Hover is a designer for these.
So how much is you sell the frames for?
The frame is $119.95.
Oh. With the skids and everything? Or?
With the skids and everything, yes. It also comes with a small, like a 40 millimeter power distribution board inside.
Oh wow, that's nice. Cool.
I like that. I like it fits straight into the regular space of a Phantom.
Yeah.
But let's take a look at the Inspire.
Okay.
Oh, what about your?
Oh yes.
I saw these mini quads here too. How about those?
These guys are not actually supposed to be out for too many to see, but can give you a quick sneak on them. So this guy here, we've been working on it, and so far it's been nothing but success. It's really fast, really stable. It is going to be in the 270 size. This happens to be a 300, but we are shrinking it down just a bit to be a little bit more compact. that's it for now, I guess, until it gets released.
Well, so
that's
once
G10
this gets
also?
released, we want to come check it out.
Yes, this is a G10 for now for testing purposes. The final version is going to be carbon fiber.
Oh.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, I like how thick you made the arms, because I guess that's the biggest complaint with people who fly these. They
Oh,
break the
yes.
arm.
They break
Constantly
arms, they
breaking
crash. I've crashed it at full speed and just broken props.
I can see the grass.
Yeah.
The blood stains.
Yeah, so we'll put this guy away.
Oh, that's nice.
Alrighty. Well, let's look at the Inspire then. Blade.
Alright, so here we have
Brand
a
new.
brand new Inspire-1 from DJI.
So you said this should be a version 2 of this?
Yes, they have
All the updates?
yes, with more updates. The carbon fiber is also a little bit different.
Let me show you how to open these. You go like this, and then you go like this.
Man, move around the corner. Move on down the end here, man. We can't see you. No, all the way down to it. Come on. There we go. Alright, you have a way to open the show how to do the tape also?
Oh, you need a knife for that.
Oh. I was waiting for you to tell me I didn't need a knife for any of this. Alright. Wow, this is actually... Look at these spaces they're attached to the material.
Is this G10 material also?
No, that's cardboard.
Oh.
Alright, buddy.
Roll it out.
Wait, are these handles? Can you know?
No, you can't. This is slipping in my fingers.
DJI
I think we
did
have
not
to...
design a nice box.
Can we
Here,
cut
go like this?
Can we crack it open?
You can crack it open.
Let's just
Like
open
this?
it. Nah, let's just open it.
Yeah.
I like tearing stuff open.
There it goes.
There's a handle. There.
Ooh, nice.
Now, if you take the
Alright.
box out. Alright, so unlike a lot of quads we see, there's a big difference right here. The DJI, the Inspire-1, arrives in a very industrial looking fiber case.
Nice.
This is not like the imitated aluminum cases we usually see. So,
This is like Samsonite luggage quality.
yeah, and look at this rubber thing. Dang. That's a really cool little logo thing on top.
There's some
Yes.
feet on the bottom. Oh, that's a nice case.
Yeah, it's a really nice case.
Dang, this is strong.
Alright, let's see what's inside. So, cracking this open, here's the inside of the shell. Up here there's propellers in the bottom of the lid. And let's just start pulling stuff out. Here is the really cool battery. It's got plastic stuff on it. Since Tony is standing right here, I'm not going to peel any plastic off because he's too close. Just don't tell him. And what over here is the radio. This folds out and you can put your iPhone or iPad or whatever right up here to see the video. And you have the light bridge. Light bridge is really one of the most revolutionary changes in the industry because DJI is giving you 1080p downlink video so that you can take video out from the HDMI port right here. Tony, can I unwrap this?
Yeah, you can.
He didn't seem very sure about that.
Aren't you taking it home today?
Shh. There's girlfriends that don't know about this.
Oh.
I'm pretending we're leaving it here. Shut up. So this comes up like this. I don't know how to get this apart. Man, you're good at this.
Jeez.
So here we go. One of my favorite features with the DJI Inspire, and also actually the Phantom, is the purpose-made radio. It's very compact. It's not like a big old radio thing. It's compact. You can get to the gear, the switches. The switches sits here where my fingers falls naturally, and that for me is a big thing. It's ergonomically sound to use when you're flying. You're not having to, so I can fly and I don't have to wonder what switch is where. They're very easy to find. So you have the switches up here for the program, aperture, etc. You have, I believe this is the exposure settings, start, stop. So you probably have a tilt setting here, and I believe this is the legs to retract. But once we get to play more with this, we'll know for sure. And you have the HD link right here. And basically what they do is they're sending PPM controller signal back towards the same link, so it's a two-way link. And they're sending the controller signal through that Wi-Fi essential connection that they have with the aircraft. So let's put that down and take a look.
I heard it has GPS in the controller too.
I do believe it has GPS.
Yeah, there's some pretty updated features in this one. So for one, you get a rechargeable radio, unlike the older versions of the Phantoms and the
That ran double A's?
Double A's, yeah, which were not included in those Phantoms either. But this one is, yeah, those are the triggers.
That's nice.
Oh, that is really nice. There's also a switch down in the bottom here. And again, they're keeping this very ergonomically. It's not the old-fashioned styles of switches. This is nicely designed, and it's definitely meant to fit in your hand when you're flying. So, Matt, let's take this thing out and take a look at it. What else do we have here?
The gimbals in that box.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We like gimbals.
It's a 2-in-1 version of the gimbal.
Here you go. So basically, the camera now travels. This is both a camera and a gimbal, and it travels in this nifty little embossed case. It is a plastic hinge. I'm sure for this kind of money they could make a real hinge, but let's get this out very gently. There's a little bit of filler there. And that is actually the full camera right here with an removable UV protective filter on front, so you could also change it.
ND filter.
And here Matt is handing me the ND filter. So you can change if you want to use an ND filter in the light, or if you want to use just the regular ones. You can change filters on this. And there must be, of course, all our toys has room for an SD card these days. So here goes.
It's included.
Will they include the SD card?
The SD card is included.
I think we've been seeing one sitting in here. Let's see. There we go. There's an SD card right in there. So everything we need right here is basically, and there is a USB port on the back. So this is ready to fly more or less. We just need to get the aircraft to go with it. Let's take a look at, over here we find the manuals. There's a huge set of manuals, and there's also a PDF. I can't speak. There's also a PDF smart or quick start guide that you can go through, and I'm going to upload that to my website so you can check it out if you want to. But that's the manuals, and we looked at the battery. What's this cool thing over here? Here is a set of
The neck strap.
This is the nicest wrapped neck strap I've ever seen. Look at this. So this is a professional neck strap because you basically stick an arm in each side of this, and now you have a secure setup with your radio. You can't drop it, and they're obviously planning for this to be used for commercial shoots. And pulling this one out, and I can tell you right now, this is about as far as we're gonna get, because when we pull this out, you can see up here we have the battery compartment, and we have the motors here, and we also have the kit of propellers in here. And really nice foam protectors. This thing right now is in the transportation mode. Notice how the arms are straight. Before we can actually mount the camera, we have to lower the arms down so this thing lifts itself up. And the mechanism you can see down here is this screw motor. So as that turns, it changes the angle on the arms. Right now it's in transportation. When you actually fly it, they're going to end up here, and when you land, they're going to come down to here so that the camera is protected. But we can't do that. So to get this one set up, what we have to do is connect it to a PC.
Yes.
And you said we can't start this till we get the serial number.
Yes, it comes locked from DJI. So what you have to do is you have to input all the serial numbers for everything, download the latest firmware, and once everything's been accepted and unlocked, then you're able to fly it.
This is cool. I like the top mounting battery, and of course it has how much power is left shown right here, and we can basically slide it right down here. So that, I really like that, because one of the things you always see when you crash a Phantom is the battery is popping out. And now if you have a hard landing, it's obviously not going to pop anywhere, it's just going to stay right there. So this is as far as we're going to get until we start hooking this up. and input, update the firmware to the latest version. And some of the interesting things that DJI is doing here is they're going to force you to update the firmware. So if you don't update a firmware, a new version within 3 to 4 days, the system is going to shut down and ask you to update it. So they're not going to have people running around flying last year's firmware like I have been doing on my VKM controller on my S800. I haven't updated that for 2 years because it works. So why update it, right? But they're basically saying this is an advanced system and you need to forcibly apply the latest patches, and they're going to make you do that. They're also, I've been told, I don't know for a fact, but I've been told you're supposed to send it in for service every 500 hours. At first I was thinking, oh my God, service every 500 hours. But then I realized, have you ever had a quad that flew 500 hours?
No, we don't have any endurance quads for now. But another thing is with this one, you can't just buy a replacement motor and replace it yourself. It has to go to like an authorized service center by DJI. And hopefully they give us a list of them here soon. We're working with one of our distributors for that.
I was hoping you would be an authorized service center.
Not yet, not through DJI yet.
Not yet.
We're working on that part, yeah.
So what we basically learned is DJI is hardcore about protecting the image and the brand image of this particular aircraft. They're not letting me do my own motor changes if I want to. You have to send the aircraft into a certified tech support center. And of course I hope, because of proximity, that Tony will soon be a DJI tech, because we need a local DJI guy so we can take this in and get it serviced real quickly. One of the features I notice here is they have, like on the really big copters, they have a compression shock. So if you land a little hard, it's going to protect the airframe from the impact. And the other nifty thing, everything here is machined and it looks very engineering. Up here for where the camera goes, they have a switch. So basically the bayonet you can twist, camera comes off, camera goes back on, you twist the bayonet and now it's locked in place. So it's a very secure way of operating. Everything here looks industrial. And they are trying to make sure that you keep it safe and you keep it in a very high state of quality. So if you go out on a shoot, you're going to know this is a high state of quality piece of equipment that you're flying. So that's really the important thing. What we're going to do is we need to get this hooked up to a PC, because as it is here, I can't put any batteries in it, I can't fire it up, and I can't fly it. Until we fly it, we're not having any fun. So we're going to get all this hooked up. We're going to let Matt fuss around with it and see how he thinks it should be used, and then we'll come back and tell you some more about it. So,
what about this thing here?
what are you seeing? Oh my God! We're forgetting the important thing here.
Looks like a little man face.
The little happy man, or the confused man down here. But what is in the bottom of this is 2 sonars, or actually one emitter and one receiver sonar, and a video camera. It's one of the great things is if you come in to land, and as you're coming down low, it's going to lower the landing gear even if you have forgotten. And the same thing here, it's using the camera, so if you're inside at this height, it's going to find something on the ground and it's going to lock onto that, and it's going to stay there even if it has no GPS. That means you're able to do walkthroughs and fly-throughs of large buildings without drifting on the ground. So they've really put a lot of new technology into this compared to what we have seen in other things. So stay tuned, subscribe for some more videos, and we'll be back with more of details on this thing shortly.
Good.
I like it. I think we have to
Fly it?
I have to fly it. You
I have to
know.
figure out how to hide it from my girlfriend first.
Post that part on the video.
Oh, camera's still running.
Oh, shit.
Oh, everybody says that about the new products. You know, some people come in, buy quads, mini quads, Phantoms, you know, Walkeras, whatever.
I hide it from the girlfriend?
And they hide
But
it from the girlfriend.
you told her it was broken. You got new parts, right?
My wife said the other day after the crash, would you just get one that works? So